Hey, I'm the 13th Wolfman. What do you get when you cross an old Star Trek captain with a new Star Trek character? Watch this and you'll find out. Hey everyone, I'm the 13th Wolfman. You know what? I went out and I saw a movie. I saw Green Room. Green Room stars Patrick Stewart. Yep, that's right. He's the old Star Trek captain from Star Trek STNG. You know, Star Trek The Next Generation. And Anton Yelchin, the guy that plays Pavel Chekhov in the new rebooted series. And this movie had everything, and I think it was a nice... I think it's a nice sleeper, but the sad thing is I don't think enough people saw it. It was out in limited release. I was lucky enough to see it. When it came out, I looked it up on the theaters. There was no theater near me playing it. When I went and saw something else, I walked up to the manager at the theater I go to, and I said, Steve. And I go, dude, I go, are you guys ever going to get Green Room in? He goes, you're not the only one that's asked about that. I think we're going to try and get it this weekend, this next weekend. So, a week goes by, I check online. Hey, they got Green Room. All right, so I'm going to see it. And this movie is about a punk band that winds up in the worst potential place that you could. So, this punk band that is touring around the D.C. area gets a call to go to an interview and do a show. And so they show up, they do the interview, and then they do the show. And after the show, they find out that it wasn't really a really good show. I think they said, when they divided the money up 4 ways, it was like $6 a piece. It's like, they're like, we went 90 miles out of our way to come to this show. We kind of got screwed. We're not too happy with you, The interview is cool and everything, but come on. And he goes, well, let me see what I can do. I'll call my cousin. So he calls his cousin. His cousin goes, okay, yeah, you guys are on the stage. It's $350, for the night to do the show. And he's like, okay, so they got the directions, wound up at this place, and it's basically a neo-Nazi clubhouse, and they're not really, they're just being themselves. They're not being like total dicks to the band. They're just said, well, if you just don't mention certain things and you guys will be fine, And so they go there. They're shown the dressing room, which is what the Green Room is. If you follow if you follow entertainment, that's the waiting room. And they go in there, and the guy comes in. He goes, okay, you're on. You got a sound check in 20 minutes, and you're on stage in 15. So they got there, they do the sound check, and they do this Dead Kennedys cover of Fuck Off Nazis, I think is what it was. And so the audience is throwing stuff at them and spitting on them, and I've read some stuff online where people are like, I can't believe that they threw stuff at them, they spit on them, they must have really hated them. Dude, it's a punk concert. They're not standing there clapping, holding their Chardonnays saying, yes. No, it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different thing when it comes to punk. And so the concert gets over, they go back, and they witness a dead body. Now, for the next... That's the first 20 minutes. And for the next hour and 10 minutes or so, they're kind of intrigued as to what's going to happen next. This movie was well written, well put together. I loved everything about it. I loved the look of the movie. I loved where they filmed it, because it looks like it could be in my backyard, really. It just looks like it could be, over in the forest somewhere. And it just had that feeling. Not really a fan of the music, to be honest. I mean, I like metal, but I'm not really the biggest fan of... I know some Dead Kennedy songs, but I'm not the biggest punk fan. But that aside, I didn't care. It has, like I said, it has Anton Yelchin, it has Patrick Stewart, it has Imogen Poots. If you saw Need for Speed, she played the blonde in that movie. You know, it's a well-written, well-directed, well-produced movie that I think when it does come out on home media, people need to go out and find this because it's got a very creepy, very, very well-done vibe to it. I would give this easy. I liked it a lot. I really did. I wanted to go back and see it again, but the following week it was gone, so I'd give it 3.5 chainsaws out of 4 easy. I just liked it that much. But, you know, opinions vary. Tell me what you thought. Did you see The Green Room? Did you like The Green Room? Put it down in the comments below. Subscribe, like, and share. And, of course, always comment. With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.